Hi, Brett Ridgeway here again with my second installment of Things I Like. And I like them. You don't have to. This is not a review. This is literally things that I like that I think other people would like or enjoy if they're into this time banjos. I'll do other things, but I really want to cover banjos. This is a Barry Sholder banjo. Barry Sholder is Sholder, and if you look up gourd banjos by Barry.com, you'll come across his website. And let me give you the tour of the banjo. It is a gourd. It's a canteen gourd, which means it's flatter on the back. Some are round. This is flatter. And if you look inside there, there's a hole. It's very dark, and the reason it's very dark in there is because Barry puts fiberglass and he lines the inside with fiberglass. And a lot of banjo builders do not do that. But here's a big advantage to this. I made a video on YouTube called Going Across the Mountain. And when I was trying to set it up, because I did all the camera work, my wife did the editing, but I did the camera work, and I was by myself. And I had this on my back. And if you look, the strap is also very simplistic, but very cool. I had it on my back, which is not how it should be worn. And I bent over, and twice, two different instances, this fell off, and the back of the gourd hit basically a big rock, or like a rock wall, or the floor, which was a big boulder, and it did not hurt it at all, whereas I would guess, had this not been lined with fiberglass, it would have cracked the gourd. So I'm not sure on that. I do know that that really does strengthen the gourd, though. It's held in with tacks all around the sides. I'll show you the tailpiece, which is very, very rustic, and which is what I like. If you go to Barry's website, you'll actually find some very fancy banjos, all kind of banjos there, that have finished necks as far as stained, and some have frets, some do not. It's got nice peg heads. He does face carvings on some of the peg heads. And I actually like this banjo out of all of them because this looks like something that would have been played during the 19th century. This is very rustic and very close to what they would have played in that time period. If you look at it, I mean, this looks like this was something that was carved by a pioneer. And again, this is just a sample. This is the banjo that I liked. He makes much nicer, when I say nicer, I'm saying finished banjos than this. I was afraid when I got a banjo that didn't have geared tuners and used these ebony violin tuners, they would slip. Barry's do not slip. This holds its tune very, very well, and it's very easy to get in and out of tune. Not out of tune, to get into tune. If you look at the peg head, you'll see that there's like a chip up here, and that is actually, that wasn't an accident. That's how it's supposed to look. That is what it looked like, because it's called the fence post. From what I understand, this is actually from a fence post, and I just liked it because it was so rustic looking. You can get the straps. The straps are very simple, but again, something that appeals to me because it looks so old. So let me play something for you, and you can get a sound probably of every banjo I own. I probably get more comments on this because it is a gourd banjo. Also, a lot of people say this first. This is fretless. He does have fretted ones. This is fretless, and a lot of people are afraid to get a fretless because they're afraid that they won't know where to put their fingers. And what I noticed is when I first got this, I would look where to put my fingers, and they were in the wrong place. But if you just pick it up and play like you play your banjo, your fingers go to the right place, which is actually very cool. So let me play it for you so you can get a kind of an idea of the sound. bassy, nice deep sound. And I know he has bigger ones, and I'm sure he has smaller ones, but I just happen to like this banjo a whole lot. So visit his website, gourdbanjosbybarry.com, and check out his work. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. And again, I'm not getting anything for this. I just wanted to share one of the banjos that I own and something that I like and would recommend wholeheartedly to anybody who would like to try a gourd banjo. All right. See you next time.